Okay, we've got Yellow Vest TV that is broadcasting this video out all over the globe. People in Canada, people in France, good people in Australia, as well as Germany and Italy, England, Ireland, Scotland, and New Zealand. And I've had the opportunity to speak to a lot of these people. I'm a blessed man to be able to do so. We're going to have the Yellow Vest TV platform here, and I'm going to give everybody some time to get here. It takes something like 30 seconds, because a lot of my videos are seen in people in different countries, and for whatever reason, the servers at Facebook seem to recognize that, and they put a big delay in between me and other people that come on here. And so I want to get here. My videos seem to bog down their servers or something, and we get all kind of issues. I want to make sure some of the initial kinks are ironed out. And I spoke to Yellow Vest TV and to some of the different Yellow Vest group leaders, I suppose, members that are leading stuff for their area. And I wanted to be able to do this video. I've got a couple of things that I want to say, and there's people that really aren't familiar with the Yellow Vesters. There's people that kind of have maybe the wrong idea. They're not, or they just don't know what the Yellow Vest movement is about. So I want to go through some of that, and then I want to go through how that applies to people outside of France as well, and basically just give them a big thank you. So we'll give everybody time to get here. I know it takes, like I said, a minute when Yellow Vest, if you go to Yellow Vest TV, they have a huge platform there, and I want to talk about their platform and who it is that they're working with, and get into some of that. So they've been helping everybody here with the Columbus, Ohio event that we're having at the State House tomorrow. They've been helping us with that event. They've been pushing the videos. They've been sharing out the event link. They've helped to create pages for other efforts. So if you don't know, then the Yellow Vest movement actually consists of patriots, consists of anonymous, it consists of Democrats, Republicans. These are people that are really, just invested for the long haul and understand what all first world nations peoples are up against. And so that's what they help to strive against as well. So let's see, looks like we got some people in here. First thing I want to say is thank you. Thank you to all of the Yellow Vesters. Thank you to everybody in all of the different nations that see what the RIC is about and understand the heart of this movement. The reason why the Yellow Vest movement works and has gotten trucker convoys in Canada to stop along the side of the road, the reason why 19 weeks now in a row, France has seen protesters in Paris every weekend. There's a reason that people in England have taken up the Yellow Vest. There's a reason that people in America, people in Australia, people in New Zealand, people all over the world have decided to don the Yellow Vest and be part of that movement. And you're not going to hear a lot about this. Obviously, people are not going to report it on the news. They're not going to tell you that the heart of the Yellow Vest movement is very simple, all right? This isn't an environmental problem that they're protesting. This isn't an economic problem that they're protesting. It isn't chattel law. It's everything. It's the fact that when it comes down to it, the people have no power. The people in France have no power. The people in Canada have no power. The people in the United States of America have no power. Our governments have reserved all power for themselves, and then they've created an illusion of choice for the rest of us. They've also created a higher standard that you and I have to abide by. We can't commit the crimes that they do. We would all go to jail and then prison. The Yellow Vest movement says that we have no power, that we have no say in accordance to the structures that have been put in place for all of us today, whether you're in France, England, Germany, Italy, Spain, America, Canada, Australia, New Zealand. Everybody's recognizing all around the world that the first world governments have come together as a small group of people and said, this is the agenda that we'll run collectively. And now the yellow vest, or the Dijon movement, is a symbol. It shows that, look, it's a yellow vest. It isn't a white person. It isn't a black person. It's somebody who's chosen to stand against all of this. Everything. That's why you see patriots and militia and conservatives and liberals and anonymous and, all of these different people in the yellow vest interest. And in the brain trust and in the leadership positions or organizer positions. Because everybody sees what this is. They're not saying that European socialism is the same as American tyranny. They're not. They're saying that in all of those differences and all of those similarities, the things that remain consistent are that people that are not in governance, or just the people, just the regular everyday people, are all under the same boot or the same thumb of the exact same types of governance when it comes down to where the power lies. Because it doesn't matter what you call it. You can call it, social European socialism. You can call it chattel law. You can call it the United States of America, whatever we have. But the fact is we're all looking to each other now. We're all looking to our neighbors, our coworkers, our family, and our friends. Realizing that our true strength, and nothing that's sold to us, nothing that's advertised or marketed, our true strength is us. We need to look at us, not elected, not appointed officials. Forget their titles, forget their names. Trudeau is a traitor in any place that he goes, right? It doesn't matter. The guy belongs to a very small group of an international rootless cabal that's there to destroy another nation. Just like what you're seeing in Germany, just like what you're seeing in Italy, just like what you're seeing in America and Australia and all the aforementioned nations. Obviously, first world nations, their governing bodies, criminal governing bodies, have gotten together to say, whatever the new world order is supposed to be, well, that's what we're doing. That's who we are, and that's what we're doing. And we're going to run this agenda in every single first world country. We're going to make sure that the TVs sound the same, that everybody is marketed and advertised to in the same ways. We're going to make sure that people have the illusion of choice, and they've got 32 flavors to choose from. But when it comes down to political choice, when it comes down to the actual choices of how they govern their own lives, how they live their own lives, they're either going to be regulated, have to buy a permit for permission, have to be on some kind of registry. We're going to make sure that we can sell them all of their rights, but allow them to live under the illusion of freedom of choice. And everyone is sick of it. And we don't care who you are. We don't care if you're the Canadian government, the American government, the French government. You're oppressing our brothers and sisters everywhere. It doesn't matter if I don't speak their language. I look in their eyes and I know the language of their hearts. And they're broken. They're broken for what's been done to them. Well, guess what? They're not alone. From the shores of Spain all the way to Germany, back over to England, and then across the pond to Canada and the US, and then back across again to Australia and New Zealand. We are sick of you. And the Yellow Vest Dijon movement, where they came up with the RIC, the referendum initiated by citizens. Think about what they're saying. We need to be able to redress our grievances. Well, hell, in the United States, in a country where it's supposed to be that you have the ability to redress grievances, we can't redress grievances. The Yellow Vest movement is an all-inclusive movement and idea. It says it doesn't matter your politics. Are you ready to stand against the people that have all of us being harmed against ourselves and each other? Are you ready to forget what it is that these people keep putting on us and create something different for ourselves? Do it ourselves. Look at each other. The Yellow Vest movement created Yellow Vest TV so that they would be able to give people an international platform. Think about that. Why would they do that? unless they have an interest in the international well-being of the people who are being governed by the exact same kinds of tyrants, just with different labels. Bikers wear yellow vests now. Anonymous has been behind the scenes supporting since day one, as they do in most movements. People should know that. They're almost always there. They're a permanent fixture in humanity now. They're a permanent fixture in society. So Anonymous saw what the Yellow Vest movement was doing and said, hey, we'll help. We'll be a part. The Yellow Vest movement has helped me put together my the American Concords. That whole movement, which I'll be paying attention to when I'm done with the stuff I'm doing now. So from events that have to do with gun rights, that have to do with bad laws, that have to do with civil rights, with personal individual rights, whether it's in America or Canada or wherever, the American investors show up and let people know that they care, that they're engaged, that they're invested, that they understand their stake of claim of interest in this, that this affects all of us. And that's why they've asked everybody to join. Now, there are some Yellow Vest pages I've been told that are out there that are actually like Antifa creating Yellow Vest pages. So you want to be wise. You know, you don't want to just find a Yellow Vest page and sign up. You want to make sure that you can talk to the admins, you can get a hold of people, see what they're about, see what's going on, look at their page, and, you know, understand the movement, understand the message that the powers that be are scared to death of the Yellow Vest movement. Hence, you didn't see what happened in Montenegro, where all those people were wearing yellow vests and on the streets. Hence, you didn't see what happened in Italy. You didn't see what happened in Australia. You didn't see nobody saw what happened in Canada, where all those people with all of those vests and all of those truck drivers stopped their trucks. They keep all of this out of the news. We're the only ones to talk about it, and nobody else is going to. The Yellow Vest movement and Yellow Vest TV are the ones that are out there promoting everybody's events, whether they're talking about a yellow vest or not. The Yellow Vests are out there. The Yellow Vesters are behind the scenes or at the forefront, helping with the events, making sure that people know about them. They're promoting them. They're advertising them. They're helping with marketing strategies. You know, and they're doing it everywhere. They're doing it all over. You know, making sure that people have a platform, making sure that people understand that this is a movement that has to do, it's based and rooted in the recognition, the reality, whether we want to say it or not, but the recognition that we're powerless, that we have no say, that when it comes down to it, these people are going to do whatever they want, that we have no choice, we have all of these illusions of choice and say, but they don't really exist. Well, we plan on being free. We plan on being free men and women. We're not going to succumb to this New World Order agenda. We don't, you know, we're looking towards each other. We're looking at each other. We want to know that the people that will never meet in France are okay. That they're not living under tyranny. That there's no more false flags attacking their people so that the government can run a political agenda. We don't want anybody to live that way. You know? The Yellow Vests are trying to keep people safe. They're trying to keep channels of communication open so that people know what's going on in France, know what's going on in America. They've covered my event, for my city, the We Will Not Comply rally in Columbus, Ohio. This was nothing to do with Yellow Vests as far as like being mentioned, saying, you know, this is, you know, what we're going to do. The Yellow Vests came to us and said, can we help? You know, this is a cause that involves all of us. Can we help? You know, so I want people to have that awareness, and I want to thank the Yellow Vesters. I want to thank the people that have donned the Dijon movement vest. That it means the world to the rest of us. Your support, your standing, your speaking out and getting involved. As my friend Brian Lang with an E at the end, used to say, or does say. I want people to see that, just like you do, just like everybody does, that we're not alone. And the Yellow Vest movement gives everyone a platform to express yourself and to just to show. Maybe you're not somebody who wants to speak. If you just want to shoot the video of what's going on where it is that you live, you know, then they'll put that on there and it goes to an international audience immediately. So think about the effect that all of us can have when people are willing to stand, and now people are willing to stand. They're showing unity. It's not just that they're willing to, they're showing unity. They're saying, hey, we've created a platform. Here it is. Use it. Talk to us. Talk to everybody. You know, all of this talk of unity being this unachievable thing, it's not true. You're seeing it happen right in front of your eyes. The Yellow Vest movement is a big part of that, you know, and they're global, they're international, you know, and they're showing everybody what it is to stand together, regardless of your ideals. Look, man, you can be a Democrat, you can be a Republican, you can be unaffiliated to those parties. If you're willing to stand for the folks that you love, you've got people to stand with. You know, and the Yellow Vest movement keeping the lines, the international lines of communication open, making sure that people have a platform, making sure that people are organized, making sure that people are aware of the information, working with Anonymous, working with Patriots. You're seeing in front of your eyes what others are saying is impossible, but it's happening right now. The Yellow Vest movement proves it. So for when the people say, you know, we're not unified, everybody's arguing and infighting, direct them to the Yellow Vest TV page. Show them that they're wrong. Show them that there are people coming together, regardless of what they would say. That you know, no one's striving for any perfection. We're just trying to get the job done. You know, so. We give everyone a good berth, you know, a good wide path to, you know, be who they are and, you know, represent themselves and represent their community and do so on an international level. This is a powerhouse, you know, if we use it, if we choose for it to be, and people have been choosing that. You know, they see that that's what people want. They want to be able to communicate. They want to know what's going on. Our news or press isn't pressing any issues for us like they're supposed to. They're pressing the agenda of the New World Order. And Yellow Vest TV is an act of defiance to that, to the propaganda, to the information control. This is, you know, based in the willingness of everybody. You know, we want everyone to be free. You know, make your own decision, your own choices, ladies and gentlemen. Be who you are. And if you want to stand with people who probably feel the way that you do, we're here. For all of the folks that haven't unified yet and haven't come to the realization that it's happening in front of their eyes, give them this platform, give them this link, and show them, listen, it's happening. The people have heard it. We've all heard it, that you know, people are horrible at coming together and all of this. And now we're seeing that tide change. And it has to do with the broken hearts. It has to do with the willingness and the ability for the information to flow freely. And that's what we are creating for ourselves, because no one is coming to do it for us, ladies and gentlemen. So we said fine. The people said fine. It's put ourselves all the way from France to Canada to Australia to the United States to New Zealand to back to Germany and Italy and, you know, all of these nations that are suffering. You know, fine, we'll do it ourselves. And that's exactly what you're seeing. That's exactly what's being achieved. That's exactly what's being done. So if you get the chance, if you know somebody who's in a Yellow Vest movement, tell them thank you. Thank you for what you're doing. You know, thank you for being accepting. And thank you for understanding and believing in the message of us. Thank you for... Did you want to get on there?
Say hi. Hi.
I saw your hand behind me.
What?
That's Rudy. Everyone, Rudy, everyone. She's part of my syndicate, by the way. She's part of the brain trust in the syndicate. Y'all don't know about Rudy. Anyway, the Yellow Vest movement has captivated and captured the hearts of many people because of how they stand. You know, they stand with everybody who's willing to stand against government control, where government oversteps their bounds, where people are not free, where people cannot realize their strength. The Yellow Vest movement steps up and says, well, look, here we are. You know, here we are. That's right, Julie Michelle. Hashtag whatever it takes. And the Yellow Vesters know that better than most. So my hat's off to you, the Yellow Vest movement, the Dijon movement. To all of you that have decided to stand. You're not alone. You were never alone. There are so many of us, and we're just now starting to get our foothold. We're just now starting to get our brains wrapped around our identity of strength. And soon we'll be standing with all of you. Soon, in one way or another, we will be with all of you. And right now we are in spirit anyway, and we do not plan on leaving. The people everywhere are sick of what's going on, and we know that we cannot look anywhere else. That this has to do with looking at us. We're the only ones that are going to come and save the day for us. We're the only ones that can do it. We're the only ones that should do it. We'll be the only ones willing to do it, and now you're seeing that willingness play out before your eyes in the form of digital platforms everywhere. But the Yellow Vest movement transcends all borders. They make sure that whoever you are, you can be heard. Stand with us. Stand with everyone that has every intention of being free, unapologetically, and isn't coming to ask for permission. Right now, we get our foothold. Right now, we stand with our brothers and sisters, our countrymen and women everywhere, whether we're Canadian or New Zealand or wherever. Right now, it's time for us to express our narrative, and when there isn't too many places willing to allow us to do that, Yellow Vest TV says, come one, come all. Tell us how it is that you want to be free. Tell us how it is that you plan on being free. Tell us how it is that your corrupt government officials have violated your natural rights given to you by your Creator. Tell us how it is that the Yellow Vest movement has come out and supported your efforts, because tomorrow's event at the State House here in Columbus, Ohio is going to be huge. And Yellow Vest were one of the very first groups to jump on board. One of the very first. This event wouldn't be that big if it wasn't for the Yellow Vest TV support and the Yellow Vest movement support. They helped from day one to get us to where we are. If you want that kind of help for your event, if you want that kind of backing, if you believe in what it is that we're doing and you're willing to defy the common narratives that are there to weaken you and harm you and get you to believe in your weakness and get you to believe in your incapability, then, you know, you're free to do, the point of it is that you're free to do what you wish. But we hope that you'll stand with us. We hope that you'll help to promote the Yellow Vest movement everywhere and anywhere. So thank you. Thank you to Yellow Vest TV for allowing me to come on here and join you guys today. Thank you for sharing out our message, and thank you for the work that you do over all international borders. The Americans send their love and gratitude, and we do not want people to think that America is dying silently. We're standing, and we're standing together, and we have a powerful voice, and we plan on using it. And so on behalf of all of the free men and women all over the world, you're free. You're living under corruption that wants to harm you and wants to curtail your freedom, but you are free. So be so obnoxiously free that they have no choice but to stand back in awe. Be so free that everyone around you is infected by the truth of your freedom. And if you get a chance, wear a yellow vest while you're doing it, so you can send that message to the rest of the world that says, I'm with you and you are not alone. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here. Jeremy R. Dieter, are you going to put this on repeat? I don't know how to put this on repeat. But if I can figure that out, I will. That was Mr. Fellows, I believe. James Fellows. Yeah, so thank you to everybody. Yeah, the Yellow Vests will be there with us tomorrow. They'll be standing with black supremacists. They'll be standing with patriots. They'll be standing with moms and dads. They'll be standing with militia. They'll be standing with the sons and daughters of the Confederacy. They'll be standing with Anonymous from TruthSec and other sects as well. There's just going to be a lot of people there tomorrow, and the Yellow Vests will be with them. So it's more proof in the pudding that the Yellow Vests are what they say they are. They are about what they say they are about, and you can trust and believe in that message of unity and freedom. So watch them substantiate their case with us tomorrow, and check out Yellow Vest TV on Facebook, and you know, maybe talk to the admins about you jumping onto their platform, so that what you have to say goes out on an international platform as well, and you can tell the world, you know, what it's like where you're from, and what it is that you guys are doing about it, and how it is you plan to organize. So the unity is happening, you know, and you can be part of it. You can jump on board and be part of it. You can contribute your talents and skills. And it doesn't matter if you're part of some other group, you can still work with the Yellow Vest movement. That's a beautiful thing about it. They don't care. You know, they're like, okay, cool, I'm here to help. You know, let's do this. Let's get it done. So, yeah, and Slider posted onevoicenow.org. There are so many movements out there that that you can look into that are trying to help get us on our feet. And finally, we're looking at each other and pulling each other up onto our feet, just exactly how we were pretty sure it was going to have to be done. So enjoy your day. Check us out tomorrow on News to Share and a million other live streams, and right here at Yellow Vest TV. We'll be at the State House and celebrating and having a good time. So hopefully you guys get to join us. Hopefully you guys get a chance to support the Yellow Vest movement and Yellow Vest TV, and you know, get a hold of somebody who's heading to Columbus tomorrow if you want to go and you can't make it, and carpool with them. But thank you to everybody on all shores that have donned the Dijon vest. Thank you for your stance. We stand with you. We thank you for your efforts. And here in America, we are proud to have the Yellow Vest movement with us. So, have a good one, guys.